You know, you feel like, okay. So it's the 21st century. It's the year 2021, and like we have found footage films like with really horrible audio on the president of the United States. Like, look at the shaky cam here. Like, look at this. This is like, it's 2020. You'd think they would have like an official White House camera person or something. Like, I mean, it's C-SPAN, right? You'd think there would be like a boom mic. It's 2021, right? Like, but okay. So we got this found footage horror film of Joe Biden talking about how Americans are going to deal with the pandemic throughout the winter season, and it is incoherent, it is inconsistent, and it is a disgrace. So let's listen.
Is going to be on television and talking in more detail about what I'm going to be speaking about today, but I want to send a direct message to the American people. Due to the steps we've taken, Omicron has not yet spread as fast as it would have otherwise done, and that's happening in Europe. But it's here now, and it's spreading, and it's going to increase. For unvaccinated, we are looking at a winter of severe illness and death for unvaccinated. For themselves, their families, and the hospitals they'll soon overwhelm. But there's good news. If you're vaccinated, you have your booster shot, you're protected from severe illness and death.
Can we talk about this real quick? Okay, so this is the first part that I wanted to talk about. And again, this is a 3-minute clip here, but so everyone in the White House knows that this pandemic is going to absolutely massacre unvaccinated people. People that quote unquote choose not to be vaccinated are going to be dying en masse, right? Is that the situation? I've got clothing here for some reason. Oh, Maxie. Look at him. So, okay, how about this? Mandate vaccines? Maybe? If you don't want to be vaccinated, all right, great. Don't participate in society. Go get yourself a log cabin like Abraham Lincoln. Go live in the middle of fucking nowhere. Go chop your wood. Go fucking milk your goats and go fucking fuck off. Right, but if you want to go to the grocery store like a normal person, guess what? You're going to have to participate in society. In the same way that we mandate vaccination for people that enter elementary school, we should be mandating vaccination for people to go to the grocery store. That's just my opinion. So, with that being said, they know that these motherfuckers are going to die. So, but guess what? It's not like, oh, they're just going to die at home and disappear. He said explicitly, they're going to overwhelm the medical system. Is Joe Biden going to do an emergency funding stipend for the medical systems, for doctors, for nurses, do like giant hiring practices? No. I mean, we're about to enter year 3 of this pandemic. You'd think people could have like gone to college and have learned a fuckload and then like could maybe get some like in the field practice by now from the start of the pandemic until now. But no, they don't give a fuck. So again, if I break my fucking leg in a car crash, guess what? I'm going to have to deal with unvaccinated morons fucking up the fucking medical industry or the medical system because they chose suicide the long and painful way. They chose murder-suicide because they're fucking stupid. And so that, it adds an undue, unnecessary anxiety and stress on everyone else. Like when I need to get blood work, I need to deal with unvaccinated morons in the hospital system. Right? When and that's just routine for me. Right? If I, again, God forbid, have an accident of some kind, it's gonna be a factor. Like when I wake up and when my consciousness comes back online, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I'm stuck in a hospital with unvaccinated morons in North Carolina, right? So again, this doesn't just affect unvaccinated people. And the idea that it's like, if unvaccinated people just want to die and kill themselves, like I say, this is a gun country. Give them a gun. Let them kill themselves in their bedroom. Don't fuck around with the rest of us. Don't fuck the rest of our lives up. That's my opinion. But let's keep going because it gets worse.
Period. Number 2, booster shots work. 3, boosters are free.
So again, folks, I'm getting my booster shot literally right after the show. And about an hour from now, I will be leaving the house. So throwing that out there, folks, just so you know.
Safe and convenient. About 60 million people have been boosted. So
yeah, there's going to be 60 million plus 1 in about 3 hours from now. So check it out, folks.
Get your shot today. Go get boosted if you had your first 2 shots. If you haven't, go get your first shot. It's time. It's time. It's past time. And we're going to protect our economic recovery if we do this. We're going to keep schools and businesses open if we do this. And I want to see everyone around enjoy that. I want to see them enjoy the fact that they're able to be in school, the businesses are open, and the holidays are coming.
Okay, so think about this is where it gets really incoherent. Think about this. So 60 million folks are vaccinated out of what, 350 million? Not so good. Not so good. So again, okay, most people are not vaccinated, let alone fully vaccinated. And now they're telling us, you got to go to school. You got to go to school. You got to go to school. Here in Pasquotank County, North Carolina, we've had several school shutdowns over coronavirus concerns, right? And so, like, isn't that like, okay, so you go to school for 2 days, right? You get quarantined for 2 weeks. You go back to school for a day and a half, and then emergency shutdown, and then 2 more weeks, and then you go back to school again, maybe 4 days this time, and then, you know, you play hopscotch, and then, like, you scrape your knee, and then there's another coronavirus outbreak. What the fuck is this garbage? Again, we are entering year 3 of this pandemic, and we haven't figured this fucking shit out yet? This is incoherent, deadly, and stupid. This is fucking stupid. All right, now again, I live in North Carolina. I covered yesterday how the COVID response in North Carolina is non-existent. Governor Roy Cooper is a fucking dipshit motherfucker, and he's a Democrat, so keep that in mind. We've got a Democratic governor in North Carolina, and we're still fucking up so hard. So I can't imagine living in South Carolina or whatever, right? But again, we are fucked in North Carolina. No one here takes this seriously at all. No one gives a fuck at all. Pasquotank County, the county I live in right now, has the highest COVID transmission in the entire state of North Carolina, right? So again, get boosted, he says, but also you gotta go buy Christmas gifts. You gotta go buy Christmas gifts. Check it out.
So get your booster shot. It's critically important. And if you haven't gotten your booster shot, get your first shot. We're in a situation where we have 83% of the American people have gotten one shot, 12 years and older. 400,000 shots per day now. 202 are fully vaccinated. 202 million are fully vaccinated. 57,
So here's where the weird stuff comes out here. So, okay. The term fully vaccinated, right? So 60 million Americans have received a booster shot. Yet 202 million Americans are fully vaccinated. What does fully vaccinated mean? I sincerely ask, because in this actual presser, it's one thing, right? If the booster shot comes around and then they change the definition of fully vaccinated because of waning immunity and the new variants and all that, and so like fully vaccinated changes over time. That makes sense. That's fine. But in this presser, he is saying only 60 million got the booster shot and 200 million are fully vaccinated. Like, I'm struggling here to figure out what this means. Does this mean 60 million people were fully vaccinated and then need like a top off, but then like the rest of that, like 140 million, like recently got their second shot, and so like there's similar levels of immunity? Is that what that's supposed to mean? Because again, I care about this, I follow this, and it's confusing for me, right? So if it's confusing for people that pay attention to this shit, it's no fucking wonder that these anti-vax moron conspiracy theories are taking such prominence, because the messaging from the White House and the CDC is garbage. It's trash in my ass, folks.
570, excuse me. I don't want to read, I'm not sure I got the right number. The total number of boosters. 57, 570, excuse me. I don't want to read, I'm not sure I got the right number.
That's like sound drop worthy? Holy shit, that's good.
The total number of boosters is what?
57
million boosters, 1 million a day. So, but the whole point is, Omicron is here. It's going to start to spread much more rapidly at the beginning of the year. And the only real protection is to get your shots. If you get one shot, if you haven't gotten it yet, that'll help. If you're at the point where you have everything, including your booster, you're in really good shape. So move now. Move now. Thank you all very much.
Do you feel like this strategy is working, Mr. President?
So again, think about this. Our medical system is going to be overwhelmed. Go out and shop for Christmas, send your kids to school, do all this fucking stupid shit to help the economy? Yeah, the medical system is going to be overwhelmed. You're never going to be able to use the doctor ever again, right, for the rest of the winter. Yet, you should still go outside every day, go to the mall, go buy some candles. Yeah, you know that candle factory bullshit that they just murdered their own workers for you? That's right. We need to murder some more workers, right? It's a two birds with one stone, right? Less people to inflate the economy, right? And then more candles are being manufactured for your grandma, right? So again, this is like, we are living in this is Twilight Zone here. I genuinely feel like I did like mushrooms, or like I'm in the middle of a dream sequence and I haven't woken up yet or something. Like there's no way this is real, right? Our hospital systems are going to be overwhelmed. Go out and celebrate Christmas. Go out and shop. Send your kids to school. Like I can't wrap my mind around this. I really can't. I really cannot wrap my mind around this strategy. We need lockdowns, we need mask mandates, and we need them now. Anything less than that is murder. It's murder. Right? And again, the lack of any and all consistent and stable messaging from the White House is what's allowing these conspiracy theories to flourish. Right? A lot of people I know in person, right, and like in my family and extended family, right, don't know what the fuck to do when it comes to the booster shot. Because originally they said only get it if you're immunocompromised and 65 and up, and they don't do any like messaging campaigns. Like, you're not seeing, like, that many advertisements, like, and maybe you are, like, I don't know, I don't have cable, but a lot of people I talk to don't have cable either, right? So you're not, like, there's no real stable, like, information outlet, right? No one knows what the fuck to do, right? Remember when the CDC said to take your masks off in, like, May or April? People still think that, you can take your mask off if you're vaccinated, right? So again, the CDC is doing a horrible job at this, and it's why these conspiracy theories are flourishing. I want them to be more consistent, I want them to be more stable, and I want them to be, like, able to shove the news down people's throats, right? It should be like, when we had the presidential alerts under Donald Trump, remember that? We need that for fucking COVID news. Seriously. Like, presidential alert, new update, booster shots now recommended for... If Donald Trump, the orange fucking man, can do presidential goddamn alerts, why the fuck can't Joe Biden with the fucking crucial pandemic updates? This is gonna get bad, folks. I mean, again, as I'm getting my booster shot literally as soon as the show is over. This is gonna get bad. I remember last year... Remember Joe Biden was like last year, he was like, we're going to have a dark winter or something like that? We're going to hit 1 million deaths very soon. This is not good. And Republicans, somehow, they're going to be able, right? Somehow Republicans are going to be able to win an election based on this, when it's all their fault that we got this bad in the first place, right? But Americans are fucking stupid. And that's at the end of the day that you need to understand here. American citizens, people that were born and raised in the US of A, are fucking dumb. They are dumb motherfuckers. There is no such thing as inflation, motherfucker, right? I'm sorry, it's all made up, right? Stores are overcharging you because they think they can. And you're buying their products and letting them overcharge you. And then that is what's creating inflation. They're fucking with you. It's a made up crisis. Do not drink alcohol after booster? Why not? See, I don't know. I was planning on getting home and cracking open a brewski. Not really. Just probably gonna smoke some weed. So anyway,